What's up, people? Good afternoon. We've got some injury updates hot off the presses for this video for both the Seahawks, who are obviously the priority here, but also the upcoming opponent, the Detroit Lions. So it looks like both teams are not in a great spot. Maybe in terms of expectations, the Lions are even a little bit worse off than we are. But there's some stuff to go over here, and these updates that we got from Carol were pretty comprehensive in terms of the things that fans might be interested in right now and getting an idea of where things are with some of these guys. So the headline is probably Travis Homer because he was the guy who got hurt against the Falcons. Well, the news looks like it's actually pretty bad. Travis Homer has been put on injured reserve, which means he has to miss at least 4 games. And it sounded like, based off comments that Carol made about Homer, he's likely to miss more than just the 4 games. So it looks like Travis Homer is going to be out an extended period of time. And Travis Homer is a guy who's worked very hard to be one of the key players on this team. When he joined the Seahawks, he didn't really bring much to the table at all. When he first got here, I didn't know what he was, but he's worked really, really hard and developed some really, really important skills as a running back. And this sucks. This is unfortunate. So Travis Homer, with that rib injury, which Pete has said many times is quite serious and quite painful, is going to miss some time. That's your third down back right there. That's a key special teamer, and that's going to be difficult to replace. Now, the good news is DJ Dallas has proven in recent weeks that he's a good third down back. He can catch passes out of the backfield. He can block. But I don't think you replace Homer that easily just because DJ Dallas is good at it. Travis Homer, no exaggeration, may be one of the best, I'll even go as far as saying that, third down backs in the whole league. So, unfortunate, tragic, but now we get a better look at guys like Ken Walker and DJ Dallas if you're looking for a little bit of an upshot there. And the way the injury has been described, I do expect him to miss maybe even, unfortunately, I'm going to just have to say it, maybe even half the year. So this is a contract year for Travis Homer, by the way, so it's really unfortunate for him. But he should make it back later this year at the very least. We got some further updates on a couple of other key players. Shelby Harris was next on the list. Shelby Harris will not go in practice today. We already know that. But there is some optimism that he'll be able to return this week to play against the Lions. We'll see. We'll see about that. But right now, getting him back is crucial if this defense wants to actually do something positive, because he's clearly, other than Al Woods, our best defensive lineman right now. And that makes sense. That was expected going into the year. He was a great player in Denver, but Shelby Harris, we need him right now because the other guys on that defensive line aren't just not as good. They look bad right now. Poona Ford doesn't look effective at all. Quentin Jefferson doesn't look effective at all. So if you want to get something out of this current crop, Shelby Harris is going to kind of have to be that guy. We also got an update on Alton Robinson. So he will be eligible to return next week because it'll be the 4 games that he missed. But Pete is already preparing us for it taking a few more weeks before he's ready to actually play. So Alton, when the injury happened, I was a little afraid he was going to miss almost all, if not the whole year. But it seems like he's going to at least come back some point this year. But it wouldn't shock me if it didn't happen until November at this point. So Alton Robinson will return this year, it looks like. But I'm not really expecting it for another month or so. Tre Brown is in a similar situation. Apparently he can run at full speed now. but it is not likely that he returns the moment he's eligible. It's expected that he'll be out for some weeks after his eligibility returns. So, unfortunately, those guys who would help. Alton Robinson would really help on the edge right now. I think Tre Brown would help solve some of the issues we have at corner, especially nickel corner. It's not going to happen right now. But the good news is, I guess, if you're looking for the silver lining here, is that you give it about a month here, and this defense should be significantly reinforced. This defense should be in a much better spot. They'll have depth on the edge. They'll have depth at corner. They'll be better. Now, it's going to come after you get to the hard part of your schedule and you have to play the better offenses like the Rams and the Chargers and maybe the Cardinals. I don't know what the Cardinals are right now offensively, but maybe them. And it may not show on the field as much as you would like, but hey, this defense may improve. And real quick, I want to touch on the Lions situation as well because they're the upcoming opponent. And for as much as I'm talking about our defense, the Lions' offense is in a worse spot than us. Dan Campbell has chimed in about the situation on the Detroit offense. And we already knew some of this stuff. We already knew that DeAndre Swift was likely to miss this game. We knew that Amon-Ra St. Brown had a dubious status going into this game. But they have problems beyond that. Frank Ragnow, TJ Hawkinson, DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds. So many of their pass catchers, so many of their best players, so many issues for that Lions offense right now. Missing offensive linemen, receivers, running backs, tight ends, everything. And we already have a pretty good idea that they're going to be very thin at running back for this game. We'll see what happens with these other guys. But you look at the Lions and what they're going to have in this upcoming game, most likely, this is your chance to do something. Maybe not play a great game, but do something that isn't awful, like it was against the Falcons and against the Niners. So, hey, like I said, the better offenses you're going to play this year are coming. You're going to have a real problem dealing with teams like the Chargers, like the Chiefs, like the Rams, etc., etc. So, this is your opportunity to at least look competent. And we'll talk more about this injury situation with the Lions as the week goes on. But it sure is looking like you're not going to have a softer game on defense than you're going to be dealing with this upcoming weekend. But more talk about that later. For now, the headline is the Seahawks are going to get some reinforcements, maybe like November. But right now, it's unfortunate. Not going to happen right now. And the losses that have been sustained and the losses that continue to exist, it's not what you're looking for. All right, I'll see you guys later. Go Hawks, and yeah, it's body bag Wednesday or something. The whole league, man. Whole league. A lot of injuries going around. A lot of issues. All right. Go Hawks.